You can buy it from Pure Talk for half of that. I'm talking about unlimited talk, text, and unlimited data for just $34.99 a month. Stop paying the big guys twice what you need to. Dial pound 250, say my name. That's pound 250 micro to switch to Pure Talk, where the savings are truly unlimited.
You've got to try the new TikTok diet.
Just ask Chat.
I just take blue-green algae.
Or you could trust your gut. When it comes to your health, how do you know what's right for you? That's where Viome comes in. Viome is a simple, at-home gut health test that analyzes your real-time biology to give you personalized nutrition guidance and custom supplements. Not trends, your biology.
Learn more at Viome.com/know. V as in Victor, IOME.com/KNOW. And use coupon code VIOME50 to save $50 off your purchase.
The Obama Presidential Center opens to the public today after a celebrity-filled opening ceremony in Chicago. The former president says,
more than anything, I hope this center will serve as an affirmation of just how special, how precious our democracy truly is.
Every living former president and first lady here to commemorate this event, except for President Trump, who was not invited and who has compared the Obama Presidential Center to trash. And the Obamas took plenty of veiled shots against President Trump and his policies during the remarks, like Michelle Obama touting her husband's accomplishments, noting to applause that Obama won a Peace Prize. The Obamas also talked about how they hope this center, the largest and most expensive in presidential library history, will be a resource for the city's crime and poverty-ridden South Side. It's also worth noting some of the contractors who actually built this center weren't celebrating. They were protesting over millions of dollars in payments that they say they are still owed.
Fox's Garrett Tenney in Chicago. A Republican who's been absent from Congress for months is getting ready to return in New Jersey.
A political consultant to Republican Congressman Tom Kean Jr. says he is set to return June 30th, saying the congressman, who has an unspecified illness, is eager to return to in-person work and resume a full schedule. Kean last voted in the House March 5th. An April post to social media said he's been dealing with a personal medical issue and his doctors expected him to recover.
Fox's Lisa Lacera. Democrats hope to vote Kean out in November as they try to win back control of Congress. On Wall Street, no trading on this Juneteenth holiday that'll also close schools and banks and post offices. At soccer's World Cup, Mexico shut out South Korea, becoming the first team to advance to the next round. And Team USA hopes to do the same this afternoon after beating Paraguay in their opening match last week. The Americans play Australia at 3 p.m. Eastern on Fox. I'm Dave Anthony, and this is Fox News.
News Talk 710 KURV, broadcasting from the Valley's All-American Truck Headquarters studio at PayneAutomall.com.
It's a Juneteenth Friday edition of the Valley's Morning News. It's a finally Friday edition of the Valley's Morning News. I'm Sergio Sanchez, along with show producer Fred Cruz, meteorologist Jason Caterina on standby. He's bringing more heat for the weekend. And since it is a Friday, we got movie mom Nell Minow. She'll join us at about 45 minutes after the hour. And yes, it's going to be probably the record breaker at the box office this weekend. It's Toy Story 5. We'll get a chance to review that in just a little bit, so please stick around. A 19-year-old man accused of shooting and killing his family in Alton is going to be held without bond until trial. Gaurav Chopra arraigned yesterday at Hidalgo County Court, facing several charges, including capital murder and attempted murder. Investigators say that Chopra shot and killed his parents and his grandmother, shot them in the head. He also took a shot at his brother. No motive for the shooting has been reported. It's 7:06 on the Valley's Morning News. Investigation into that small jet crash at Laredo. Folks looking into the possibility that perhaps that jet ran out of fuel. After all, there was no massive explosion after it hit the highway. Meantime, friends and loved ones are mourning the sole victim of the crash, and he was a giant in Texas high tech.
50-year-old entrepreneur Joshua Baer was killed. He's described as a visionary leader who helped build Austin into a massive technology hub. As investigators look for answers, the tech community in Texas is mourning a profound loss. Baer was the CEO and founder of Capital Factory, an accelerator that launched hundreds of businesses. His LinkedIn proudly stated his life goal: I help people quit jobs and become entrepreneurs.
That's reporter Sophie Flay at 7:07 on the Valley's Morning News. This note from Central Texas up in San Antonio. They have a major flu outbreak at a Central Texas Air Force base, has sickened about 160 troops. It's happening at Lackland Air Force Base in San Antonio at the Basic Military Training Wing. Recruits are sitting, trying to separate each other at tables, lunch tables, and meals, and they're sleeping on bunk beds and open bays, try to get some fresh air. It's 7:08 on the Valley's Morning News. More news from Central Texas. San Antonio is going to offer a bundle of incentives to persuade Toyota to do a $2 billion expansion, more manufacturing at their plant. City Council San Antonio voted unanimously. They put together $143 million incentive package for the automaker. Toyota opened up in San Antonio back in 2006. It doesn't specifically say how many more jobs they might create, but they say it might be in the thousands if they expand. Coming up on 7:09 on the Valley's Morning News, it is AccuWeather time, and AccuWeather meteorologist Jason Caterina joining us. Big thank you to Dougie and all the gang over at Martin Farm and Ranch. You never know what you'll find at Martin Farm and Ranch Supply, from hay to feed to chicks and rabbits. Oh, I appreciate little chickens. Say hi to Dougie if you stop by Martin Farm and Ranch in Edinburgh, Monte Cristo. And for the weekend, Jason Caterina, meteorologist, AccuWeather. Okay, brother. So beach weather, right? Like triple-digit weather?
Yeah, it's going to be a little toned down tomorrow, but yeah, mostly mid and upper 90s to near triple digits. Right on today, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Let's see. I extended our forecast out over in this window. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, all the way to Sunday. That's as far as I looked out.
Sure. Hey, you put in the forecast, and even on the recorded version, I heard it mention it, or maybe some shower, stray thunderstorm.
Yeah, stray thunderstorm tomorrow. The opportunity pretty slim. Just a little disturbance, nothing really to speak of.
So like Gulf air coming back.
Yeah, just the typical convergence sea breeze type of thing going on with the southeast breeze at the surface, and a little different otherwise. So
tomorrow would be the only day for something like that.
Yeah, it looks like it. We do have like this ridge that's kind of lingering about, that's going to kind of squash a lot of that stuff. So very conditional at best, the opportunity for a shower Saturday into Saturday evening.
All right. Tropical update. So nothing Caribbean, Atlantic.
No, nothing brewing right now. Nothing for the next 7 days expected across the Atlantic, the Gulf, or anything on the Eastern Pacific looks to go off to the northwest instead. So it will move away from us.
All right, Bill. The AccuWeather forecast. Again, big thank you to Martin Farm and Ranch for AccuWeather this hour. Triple digits inland, more than likely going to hit 100 somewhere. Should be mid-90s closer to the coast. Today, hopefully mid-90s tomorrow, maybe a bit more cloud cover. Because if we don't get a thunderstorm tomorrow somewhere, at least more cloud cover, I'm guessing, right?
Yeah, it's just a ton of moisture in the atmosphere to work with. So anything that does pop up does have the chance to put down some pretty blistering rainfall for a short period of time as well.
All right, Bill. Hey, you got a watch on? You have a watch? You do? Like, is it like a one?
I
got
an Apple Watch.
There we go. Apple. That's if people have watches these days, it's usually like a high tech watch, like an Apple Watch. Or
I use mine for work. I have all my live reports set on my watch, so my watch goes off, so I know when to call everybody for my live reports and stuff. It's actually incredibly handy.
I don't know anyone that actually has like a traditional watch. Like,
yeah.
Like the old watch, because it's National Watch Day. I say that today. It's National Watch Day if you're wearing a watch. All right, pal. Call you next hour. That's AccuWeather meteorologist Jason Caterina, and it's hot. It's 84 right now at Starbase, and over at the zoo in the Brownsville area, it's 84. McAllen, Edinburgh Mission, even in Westloco, it's 84 right now. Time is 7:12. Coming up at about 7:16, we got our mayor in the house, Omar Ochoa. From Edinburgh, we got some City Hall business to talk about, infrastructure. The exciting, sexy stuff. The pipes or water and sewer and all those things. Absolutely. So take some extra caffeine so you don't fall asleep while you're driving, listening to all the infrastructure conversation and economic development talk. I know for you guys that listen to KURV, super nerds, you love this stuff. So that's coming up in just a little bit. So stick around. Meantime, on that memorandum of understanding between the U.S. and Iran, reaction from Texas senators, and one of them not very happy about it.
The U.S. Senate has yet to be briefed on the specifics of the Iran peace deal, which is now officially in place. But early reports about it aren't sitting well with Texas Senator Ted Cruz.
Sending $300 billion to theocratic lunatics who want to murder us is not a good idea. I am very much hoping that is Iranian misinformation and that is not part of the deal.
Cruz making his statements on his podcast, The Verdict. Senator John Cornyn issued a statement calling this ceasefire an intermission in the continuing conflict that has been going on since 1979. Adding that President Trump should be congratulated for degrading their capability of waging war against the West and Israel.
In Austin, Chris Fox, News Talk 710 KURV.
Some of the national reports, this from the nation's capital. You know, that new coat of paint that was recently applied at the Washington, D.C. reflecting pool. Well, that paint is peeling off.
Colors changing hue.
The Trump administration recently renovated the pool in the National Mall to make the water American flag blue in time for America's 250th anniversary. By Monday, however, algae had turned the water green. The Interior Department said Wednesday that they had fixed the algae problem using advanced nano bubbler technology. But images of the pool taken on Thursday show the new paint job is now starting to peel and float to the top. The National Park Service hasn't commented on the latest development.
Yeah,
I'm Michael Kastner.
Why should they? How many tax dollars that they waste on that? Why don't you go down to the pool store and buy some chlorine, throw it in there, see if you can get the color back. Movie theaters across the country packed Thursday night, and they should be this weekend. We're expecting a record turnout for Toy Story 5. We got movie mom Nell Minow should be joining us in about 30 minutes, and she'll tell us how good. She already told us it was good. How good, and what she liked about that. That's coming up in about 30 minutes on the Valley's Morning News. Up next, we have our leader, fearless leader for Edinburgh, Mayor Omar Ochoa. We're going to talk some city business and economic development next on the Valley's Morning News.
Giving your liver a spring cleaning is easy with Active Liver from New Nordic. Search for Active Liver by New Nordic on Amazon, CVS, Wegmans, or GNC.
If your mom or dad or a loved one, they need help at home, daily tasks like bathing, dressing, cooking, some house chores. Healthcare Unlimited helped me with my mom and dad. Healthcare Unlimited has been serving South Texas families since 1990 and is proud to be the highest quality rated home care agency in this entire region. Their trained attendants help clients stay safe and comfortable and independent where they want to be, at home. And if your family needs support, please call Healthcare Unlimited today. A little help at home can make a huge difference.
Come experience larger-than-life luxury and design at Bird Ogden Infinity in Edinburgh. You're invited to come in and choose from a great selection of new Infinities available now. Drive your own 2026 Infinity QX80 and save with an amazing 0% APR for 60 months. And all Infinities come available with the Infinity Premium Care Maintenance Plan for 3 years. Experience luxury as it's meant to be at Bird Ogden Infinity on the Court of Alberta and Expressway 281 in Edinburgh. Shop from the entire line of Infinities online at birdogdeninfinity.com.
Information to start your day.
The Valley's Morning News.
News Talk 710 KURV.
News Talk 710 KURV is home to the Astros. They're hosting Cleveland. 6:40 broadcast tonight and this weekend. So join us for Astros baseball on 710 KURV. Big thank you to Dr. T's Primary Care for Men and Women. Edinburgh Mayor Omar Ochoa is in the studio. Had a nice sit down the other day, and man, we got a list of some items that I think folks need to know about Edinburgh and the general vicinity as well.
Yeah.
Usually, it seems like this day more and more, I'm conducting water-related conversations, whether it's getting rid of the black water or maybe reusing that even, right? And finding more sources for that.
right.
So let's start there, because I know some money was set aside to maybe punch a few holes in the ground and try to find more brackish water.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, that is definitely a goal of the city of Edinburgh, is to find alternate sources of water besides our reliance right now on the Rio Grande River. And so we got recently some federal funding to drill some wells in Edinburgh to see if we can find a good, clean source of underground water and be able to pump that out and use that as an allocation as well.
How much we using más o menos on a day-to-day basis? I would imagine it's like, what,
Ye-
12 or
Yeah, it's
13,
about 12 to 15 million
million
gallons
daily.
per day. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And so, it's a high demand, and we expect for it to continue to grow. We have tons of homes under construction right now, lots of businesses on their way in, and lots more to come. And so that's why it's really, really important that Edinburgh stays focused on these infrastructure type projects, including finding alternate sources of water.
In our conversation this week, you'd mentioned that it'd be nice to have maybe twice that capacity to be able to increase it.
Oh, yeah.
How much of that would be for potentially for industry?
That's right. I mean,
coming?
so for us, we want to swing for the fences. We want to bring in advanced manufacturing, right? These very high paying jobs into our area. And I think there's a real need for it. But to really attract them, you've got to have that slack water capacity. We can't just be scratching by where we're trying to just fill the need of what it is that we've got now. We need to be able to plan to bring in that larger, heavier industry. And the only way to do that is by having resources available.
Our Mayor Omar Ochoa for Edinburgh, I want to congratulate you on going online, putting all those videos, jumping from business to business. The other day, since we got some heavy rain the other day, you were dealing with some backed up water in certain places. Say, well, it's under construction, and we're going to, all those people accountable to construction. But on that issue, road work and pipes and replacement, that's quite the challenge because you're dealing with some outdated infrastructure and tubes in parts of the city. Have you had a chance to assess what the potential price tag would be to refurbish, replace whatever's necessary to get the water out of here or to deliver the water properly to what we have in neighborhoods we have in Edinburgh?
Yeah, actually, so we have and you're right. I mean, the some portions of the infrastructure are aging, right? We're looking at, for example, downtown Edinburgh, an older district. But we have a project in place now to completely redo the drainage along 107. And we're doing it in partnership with the state of Texas, right, for example. In the State of the City address, you were there. Thank you for coming by. Appreciate you.
Well, they said they were serving steak. I was not gonna miss that.
Absolutely, yes. Whatever it takes to bring the people in, we will do it.
Yeah.
But there, I announced that we have an initiative of $275 million in capital improvement projects.
Yeah.
And so that identifies all kinds of needs from sewer to water to road, expansion of our airport, on down the line of all these great projects that are going to keep Edinburgh moving forward in the right direction.
I know the bank balance is healthy in Edinburgh, but $275 million. Well, that's quite a bit over several years. So you got the grant writers working overtime to try to find that money. State,
Absolutely,
federal,
actually, and that is the goal, right? Is to find outside money to be able to raise what we need to accomplish these projects. I've said it over and over again, and I really mean it. I don't intend to grow Edinburgh on the backs of our taxpayers. We need to have outside investment. That's really the only way we can get to the next level. And so, I've traveled to Washington a couple of times already, establishing those relationships, trying to bring more federal dollars. We've got some really great partnerships with the state of Texas. Our local delegation is really great. Advocates on behalf of South Texas. And so that's what we're trying to do is leverage our money to bring in more.
You working with, we lovingly, I do, call him Rowdy, Rodel Garza, our EDC director
That's
for
right.
Edinburgh. What would you say, if you could define maybe with a few sentences, what is the vision, the focus of recruitment over at the EDC office in Edinburgh right now?
Yeah, so it's multi-pronged, right? So we're hyper-focused on entertainment, retail and restaurants, right? Improving the quality of life for residents there in Edinburgh. And we've got some really exciting projects. Aside from that, we're also looking at workforce development. We are building a new workforce resource center in Edinburgh.
Okay.
And we're looking to have programs in there that are unique. Not just, resume writing courses, not just somewhere where people can come in and have a cup of coffee, but real skills building, AI, construction, trade jobs, those kinds of things. Those are two big ones. And then aside from that, like I mentioned, I really do feel like Edinburgh is in a good spot to be able to bring in advanced manufacturing and high skilled trade jobs. The jobs of tomorrow are going to be people working on electric car batteries. They're going to be doing advanced wiring. Right? There's all kinds of advanced skills in the trade works that I think, Edinburgh is a good center to bring in those types of institutions.
Edinburgh Mayor Omar Ochoa here at KURV. Tell me a bit more about that Workforce Development Center that you have in mind. Like,
Yeah,
how big would it be?
yeah.
What would it be in? Work with, I don't know, the school district. The school district has Edinburgh CISD
absolutely
has an awesome trade technology.
Yeah.
You know, kids are learning how to fix AC systems and electricity and
that CT
plumbing. All
building's
that,
amazing.
Yeah, that's awesome. That would be a compliment to that, but like for
Absolutely.
adults, I would imagine.
Yeah,
like
exactly, and that's
upskill.
exactly right. So
Yeah.
what I hope to see, and this is me talking personally, but it'd be great. You know, the kids there at that CTE building are learning a lot, all kinds of things: auto, plumbing, HVAC, cosmetology, computers. That is a great start, and if they can get their certifications there, great. But then once they leave there, if they want to, we need to have those advanced certifications there already, right? They're getting a running head start in high school. And as soon as they come out, now they can transition into more advanced certifications. And that's what we want our Workforce Resource Center to be able to provide.
With Soho taking over the old Echo Hotel, anything you can report on that and how it's going for them and hiring? Or
We just spoke with them very recently, and they're very excited about opening that facility. They had a very aggressive timeline of opening by August, and you know the rain days have delayed that a little bit. I think it's probably going to be more like September.
Okay.
But that is coming along. People who drive by can see that it's coming together. But they're excited about opening that up.
Football season 2 coming up, and
season 2, yes.
Right, there's development in the area, hotels and things like that. So
yeah, absolutely. I'll tell you what. If you hadn't heard, the impact of the first season was phenomenal. In all, it was 144 million of total economic impact from season 1 of UTRGV football, which is great. 1,000 jobs supported by that. In recurring economic impact, the estimate is $17 million, right? The 144 includes construction and all the stuff that it took to get everything ready in the first place. But year after year, right, the projection is at least 17 million in recurring economic impact as a result of Division I football in the city of Edinburgh. So we're very excited about
season
that.
per season. That's
right.
the expected impact
Yes,
on that.
exactly.
Yeah, a good portion of that probably me going to the stadium buying those awesome Schlotzsky's pepperoni pizzas.
Oh my God, yeah, they have such great food at
We
those
got some good
games.
food there, man. That's good stuff. Our Mayor Omar Ochoa from Edinburgh in the studio. Okay, back to the city hall and infrastructure work. You and I talked a little bit about some of the water work, also sewer on that side.
That's right.
So funding for that, or what's the plan as far
Yeah,
as?
absolutely. Right. So City of Edinburgh has undertaken a project to expand its wastewater facility, treatment plant. Phase 1 of that expansion is now completed. And that has gone a long way already to reduce complaints about odor in the city of Edinburgh. It's a wonderful thing. But there are more phases to go. We anticipate those being finished by the fall. And once that happens, we will have a lot of extra capacity to be able to process sewage. But we're a growing city, so we're actually looking to build another sewer plant on the north side of Edinburgh to continue the growth trajectory that we're seeing out there. So I know it's not always the most exciting thing to talk about infrastructure projects, but I think people really are interested. By and by, people want to see their government giving them the services that they expect. Clean water, sewer, roads that don't have potholes, those kinds of things.
Yeah, no, it'd be real exciting for the folks that have drive certain sections of town where
that's right.
It smells funny around here. Let me pour some fabuloso down the drain. See, maybe that helps. On some of the nerd numbers, I describe them as nerd numbers, the economic numbers for the area. I know sales was a weird number. The sales tax number was a really weird number. I guess maybe this time last year there was a flood of late reports because the percentage number changed radically. Like, what is that? That must be a hiccup. The construction numbers, the neighborhoods that are coming up as well. What comes to mind as far as some of the economic numbers?
Yeah, so on the sales tax side of things, we'll touch on that first. Very healthy growth in the city of Edinburgh. Overall, 4% growth in sales tax year over year. And Edinburgh continues to be the second largest sales tax receiver in the valley, which we're very proud of. And so it's a reflection of businesses continuing to do well in the city of Edinburgh, new businesses coming in, people shopping in Edinburgh. When you go to the Rio Grande Valley shops, for example, off of the corner of Trenton and the Expressway, you have lots of businesses there that are performing near the top of the state of Texas. The Ulta.
Oh, that's right.
At Rio
Yeah.
Grande Shops is the number one in the state of Texas. The Burlington, the store there is the number one in the state of Texas. Academy there is number 5 in the state of Texas. And on down the line, right? You've got very high performing retail businesses in Edinburgh.
It's the corner of the Expressway and Trenton.
That's right.
All the shops that are there. What's the name of that steakhouse? It's the
Roadhouse, Texas Roadhouse.
Texas Roadhouse.
Yeah.
You said that was like the number one
in the exactly in the
as
state
far
of
as
Texas
sales
also.
in their chain.
That's right, 100%. And also Starbucks is number one.
That
in the
one
state
that's
of
in
Texas.
the corner,
Isn't
right
that
there.
crazy?
That's pretty amazing
Think of all the
considering how many
Starbucks there are. Yeah,
they're all over the place.
It's true.
You had mentioned to me, I think I spoke with, it's been a while. I need to bring Rowdy back to the program. A battery farm, right?
That's right.
Storage,
Yes.
power storage.
Gunner Battery. Yes,
Yeah.
it is under construction currently. They're anticipating being able to finish that by the end of the year. But that's a battery storage company that's locating in Edinburgh. It will take in electricity during low peak hours, store them into batteries, and then in high peak times be able to release that energy to stabilize the power supply and to stabilize prices.
And that's a dynamic price.
That's correct.
When it's in demand, well, it grows up.
That's right.
When everybody's asleep at night,
that's right.
Well, it goes back, it settles it. So I guess they'll be charging at night.
Yes.
When is that operating already, or
No,
when is
not
that?
yet. It's still under construction.
Okay.
It's expected to be completed sometime by the end of the year.
All right.
Yeah.
Back to football and to the stadium and the hotels.
Yes,
and
that's right.
Eateries and like, how's that coming along? Is it?
Yeah, very exciting. We've got actually 2 new hotels being constructed in the state of Edinburgh in the vicinity. One of them is a Courtyard Marriott. Over there by the shops, actually.
Okay.
So that is under construction right now. You can go out there and see it coming up. It's very exciting.
Okay.
And then in addition to that, there is a Holiday Inn, 4-star, that will be moving in off of Canton and the Expressway, just down the street from the football stadium. There's an existing hotel there right now that's coming down, and they're going to replace it with a new Holiday Inn. It's going to have a restaurant, it's going to have a spa. It's going to be a full service hotel here in Edinburgh. So we're very excited about that.
Big patch of land it'd be the south west corner of Trenton and the Expressway. I remember seeing a sign that said there's an H-E butt coming ahead,
that's
right?
right.
Right? What is built? It's not H-E-B that's coming up, right?
There's no H-E-B there right now.
Yeah.
H-E-B still owns that property.
Oh, okay.
And so it's part of their land inventory. I had a conversation with them too. They have this very interesting algorithm and matrix that feeds them the properties that they own around the state, which one they should build the store next.
Yeah,
we're really pushing them to build a store on the north side of Edinburgh.
Yeah, that's something.
We think the north side of Edinburgh really needs a big box grocery store. I think that'll help a lot of the development going on out there. But of course, H-E-B owns that property over there off of Trenton and the Expressway.
I thought that by now they'd have something there, considering how successful Trenton and the Expressway is.
I know. I'm telling you, the algorithms give and take away. So we're waiting to see how that works out.
Yeah,
there's really nothing that you can do necessarily to incentivize H-E-B to locate their stores. They've got their processes. It works for them, and we're just waiting to see when they decide to build there.
I don't know. How many subdivisions we have going up right now?
127 subdivisions under construction, not homes. Not 127 homes being built, 127 subdivisions.
That's a lot of hammers flying
throughout the city. I mean, we're really seeing a disbursement of this southwest Edinburgh, southeast Edinburgh, north side of Edinburgh, central Edinburgh. I mean, there's just a lot of residential development all across the city.
All right, man. Thanks for stopping by.
Absolutely. Always happy to come by and chat.
A big hug and a kiss to your dad.
Thank you. Father's Day coming up. We're very excited about
right.
it. That's right. Yeah.
Oh, man. Has he told you what he wants for Father's Day?
He never does. No, I always
Yeah.
have to guess. But he's the man who has everything, right?
Yeah, he
so
does.
it's always difficult to get him to gift.
Peace and quiet. Just leave him alone.
That's probably
let him
the
take a
number
nice
one thing
long
that he
nap on
wants.
Sunday afternoon. All right,
Yeah.
pal. Thanks for stopping by. Omar Ochoa, or Mayor of Edinburgh. This is the Valley's Morning News on Newstalk 710 KURV on your station for Astros baseball. Check of sports up next.
The Valley's destination for luxury automotive is here. Come to Mercedes-Benz of Harlingen and visit Michael Fall, General Manager, today and discover the perfect blend of elegance and power in a new GLC 300. Lease yours today for only just $499 a month for 24 months. Experience a feeling only 140 years of innovation can deliver. The choice is simple at the all-new Mercedes-Benz of Harlingen, a Bert Ogden Auto Group dealership. A true triumph of luxury. Now open at their exceptional new state-of-the-art location at 8522 West Expressway 83 in Harlingen.
Dads, they sure know how to make the best barbecue out there. Why? Well, it's not the apron, nor the old baseball hat, or those terrible cargo shorts Mom got him years ago. It's what's right in front of them. You see, to make the best barbecue, you need the right tools, the right pit or smoker, the right accessories, and all the spices, rubs, and supplies to dial in that perfect flavor. That is what transforms good barbecue into legendary feasts. Right now at South Texas Outdoor Kitchens, you can get Dad the barbecue pit of his dreams. Start with the precision of a Rectech grill, or the rich smoky depth from a Yoder smoker, or a classic big green egg, or make it effortless for Dad with a grill that always delivers perfection, a Traeger pellet grill. You can even get Dad a one-way ticket to Italy. Well, kind of, with the Gosney Pizza Oven. Fresh, hot, delicious pizza in minutes right in your own backyard. This Father's Day, give Dad the ultimate upgrade, a gift from South Texas Outdoor Kitchens. South Texas Outdoor Kitchens, on the expressway across from the Shrine in San Juan.
So many decades of broadcasting here at KURV. I've been so blessed to speak on behalf of excellence, great companies like Chamberlain Roofing and Waterproofing, stellar reputation, and how these folks deliver. And they'd like to meet you as a property owner, as perhaps the property manager. You're making sure everything's okay at those county and city and property businesses as well. Call Chamberlain Roofing and Waterproofing. Again, they would like to meet you as the owner or the manager of properties so that they send their experts up to your commercial roofing systems, warehouses and commercial strips and office buildings. Let them at Chamberlain check, see if everything's okay. That's it. And they know what to look for. They're the top experts in commercial roofing in this entire region, and they have massive national projects as well. Almost 130 years of experience that you can trust. Folks who are cross-trained in all the different systems, and a culture of not only excellence and delivery of service, but also a culture of safety. Trust Chamberlain Roofing and Waterproofing. Let them for free, gratis, no expense to you, for free, check your commercial roofing systems. Here's the number. Call or text 956-655-6178.
Our call letters, KURV. Our frequency, 710 AM. Our specialty, news and talk. News Talk 710 KURV and KURV.com.
The 710 KURV Sports Desk is brought to you by Dr. T's Primary Care for Men and Women.
The Rangers lost their third straight game yesterday, falling to the Minnesota Twins. Jack Leiter got the start and struggled mightily, allowing 4 runs in the first inning, including a 3-run home run to Brooks Lee. The Twins would end up forcing Leiter out of the game, going just 4 innings, allowing 6 runs on 7 hits. The Rangers tried to get back in the game with solo homers from Wyatt Langford, Ezekiel Duran, and Justin Foscue, but fell short with a final score of 9-3. The Rangers play the Padres tonight with first pitch scheduled for 7:05. I'm Dylan Moore, TSN Sports Minute.
At the World Cup, Switzerland with 4 second-half goals take down Bosnia-Herzegovina 4-1. Canada cruised to a 6-0 win over Qatar in Vancouver. Mexico beat South Korea 1-0 to become the first team to advance to the knockout stage. The United States back on the pitch today for their second match of the World Cup. Will battle Australia in Seattle. U.S. star player Christian Pulisic is questionable with a calf injury. Wyndham Clark sits atop the leaderboard at 6 under of the U.S. Open after the first round was suspended due to darkness. That's sports. I'm Ron Tomas.
Lucky shot or not, all it takes is one goal. There it is. Mexico advances. Got to see some of the awesome highlights. Canada made soccer history, Freddie. First World Cup victory for Canada, eh? Wow, pretty impressive. AccuWeather says highs today will be mid-90s to triple digits. Hopefully we'll stick around mid-90s tomorrow with some extra cloud cover. Hopefully somebody gets some rain tomorrow, Saturday evening, afternoon. Let's see what happens. And back to triple digits Sunday and so on and so forth. Right now it's 84 degrees across South Texas at Starbase Brownsville and over here in McAllen, Edinburgh, and Mission, and the Border Bridge wait time. Only traffic to report is at the Hidalgo Bridge, about 35 minutes at last check. Thank you for waking up with News Talk 710 KURV, business news and a check of your money. That's up next. From now to the end of June, from now to June 30th, if you've got some projects over at the lease that you'd like to take care of, maybe move some earth or put some fencing out there, whatever it is, chop up some trees. Yeah, you need Kubota. You need the dependable, rugged, long-lasting Kubota equipment, the zero-turn mowers, all the attachments for the compact tractors. You know, the number one selling compact tractor in the nation is Kubota. And at Amigo Power Equipment, JP and Jeff celebrating Kubota Orange Days can hook you up with that compact tractor, number one selling compact tractor in the nation, and with great financing and saving options. At Amigo Power Equipment now to June 30th, you could drive away with some Kubota equipment, 0% financing if you qualify, or you could save up to $5,500 off select Kubota compact tractors. All the information, details you can see at gokubota.com. Visit with JP and Jeff today at your home for Kubota equipment. That's Amigo Power Equipment in Edinburgh on Monte Cristo.
They said copies for a penny couldn't be done. We said, watch us. Total Imaging Solutions. We're flipping the script on printing. Whether you're a small business or a big operation, it doesn't matter. If you need a printer or copier, Total Imaging Solutions has the right printer for you. You get the printer for a simple monthly fee and copies, just a penny or less a page. No ink or toner charges. No surprise service fees, just clear, honest pricing. And if your old printer's slowing you down, we'll trade it out and level you up. Whether you print just a couple of copies a day or need the next New York Times press, we can help. Plus, if anything ever breaks, our team will have you up and running in under 4 hours. Easy printing, fast service, real savings. That's the penny or less revolution. Call 956-664-2113 or visit copiesforapenny.com. That's copiesforapenny.com. Total Imaging Solutions, helping your business one penny at a time.
Improve your overall health and enjoy a better quality of life with Dr. T's Primary Care. You're trying to set some new weight goals. If you're too moody or stressed out or just tired and trying to get more sleep, Dr. T's Primary Care can help you with all of that and more. If you're worried about things like low testosterone, Dr. T is a primary care provider from the sniffles to the flu and also offer menopause treatment, peptide treatment, and IV vitamin infusions. McAllen area, call 956-803-0058 and in Harlingen, 956-368-5247. That's drt'sprimarycare.com.
Audio streaming on KURV.com. Powered by South Texas Buick GMC, McAllen Mission.
I'm Dan Loney with Your Money Now. A new report from Goldman Sachs says that college students are moving away from AI-exposed majors and going towards fields with strong job growth like healthcare and engineering. Enrollment in those majors rose about 3% this year, while computer science and programming each fell more than 10%. Nippon Steel officials say they expect the American market to remain buoyant, supported by import tariffs and resilient demand, which could lift earnings at U.S. Steel beyond current forecasts. Vice Chairman Todd Hurley said he is confident U.S. Steel will be able to post profits more than $624 million this year. Nike has unveiled a custom sneaker for women's basketball star Caitlin Clark. Her game shoe is the fifth WNBA player to have a custom sneaker. Clark's sneaker was highly anticipated after the releasing of her custom logo last year. The new sneaker is going to cost $140 in the U.S. and $135 in the rest of the world. Wall Street is closed for the Juneteenth holiday, and that's Your Money Now.
And a quick business note for Texas. Up in Central Texas, San Antonio City Hall, they've got a bundle of incentives for Toyota. They want Toyota to expand by $2 billion in operations. AccuWeather says high should be mid-90s, maybe triple digits. Same thing for the weekend. And on Saturday, we have a small chance of rain sometime on Saturday. Thank you for joining us on the Valley's Morning News. And we got movie mom Nell Minow just around the corner, Toy Story 5. And let's see what she liked about Toy Story 5. It's coming up in about 4 minutes on the Valley's Morning News.
Pain management specialist Dr. Dennis Slavin
on back and neck pain.
Our website is feelingbetteratLast.com because that's what people say as they leave my office. They really are feeling better at last. Hi, I'm Dr. Dennis Slavin with some sound advice on back and neck pain. It starts in the morning as soon as you sit up in bed. You have that pain across your back that can cause an ugly tingling sensation down past your knee to your feet. This symptom, called sciatica, has several causes, but most can be treated without surgery. After a thorough history and physical, identifying the pain generator, whether it be a bulging disc, an arthritic joint, or an inflamed muscle, a targeted, precise, image-guided treatment done in the office can provide quick pain relief and allow you to get on with your day. Patients are amazed by the pain relief. They wonder why they waited so long to be feeling better at last.
With offices in McAllen and Weslaco, Dr. Dennis Slavin is only a phone call away, and many say it's the best call they've ever made. Call 956-973-0565. 973-0565.
Tune in Friday morning starting at 10 on The Sergio Show. He'll be live and on location, broadcasting from the Seed office in Mission as we prepare for an economic development, investment, and employment announcement for our region. That's Friday morning starting at 10 on News Talk 710 KURV.
In Texas, there's pea-size hail and baseball-size hail. Guess which one hit our house? We didn't even know where to begin, but we called our Texas Farm Bureau insurance agent, and he was so reassuring. He knew exactly what to do to get our house back into shape and our lives back to normal. Now, we're even more thankful for the roof over our heads.
Visit Texas Farm Bureau Insurance today at tfbinsurance.com to insure your home for Texas-sized weather.
Changed.
Coverage and discounts are subject
And again,
to qualifications and
took
policy
off.
terms and may vary
All
by
right, brother.
situation.
After my first car accident, I feared the biggest damage would be to my wallet. I expected a mountain of bills and a long, drawn-out process. But my Texas Farm Bureau insurance agent was there when I needed her and helped me get back on my feet and in my car in no time. Instead of a hassle, I got reassurance and a quick recovery.
Visit Texas Farm Bureau Insurance today at tfbinsurance.com to find an agent who's there when you need them most. Coverage and discounts are subject to qualifications and policy terms and may vary by situation.
News and information to start your day.
The Valley's Morning News.
News Talk 710 KURV.
It's the Pulse of the 956 News Talk 710 KURV. Hope you can find us online on your smartphone. Go get the free app Radio Para Mi. I'm Sergio Sanchez along with show producer Fred Cruz, and we have Jason Caterina from AccuWeather. Mercifully, it will not be as hot as it was yesterday, like 106, 108 around the valley. Today should be closer to triple digits, maybe mid-90s. We're hoping for the same for this weekend, triple digits and low triple digits and hopefully mid-90s as well. News on 710 KURV, a service of Jay Gonzalez Injury Attorneys, ready to fight for you. Call 1-800-CAR-CRASH.
Fox News, I'm CJ Papa. Vice President J.D. Vance is not flying to Switzerland for more talks with Iran. Instead, he remains in Washington. The meeting has now been postponed. The White House putting out this statement saying the plans for the upcoming technical talks have not been finalized, and the U.S. delegation has been prepared to depart at the first available opportunity. But the logistics of these negotiations have never been simple or predictable. Fox's Max Gordon in Dubai. Gas prices continue trending down.
Dropping, thank goodness. I think this is a bit of relief that everybody could use financially.
Those droppers filling up in Cleveland. AAA says gas now averaging $3.97 a gallon for regular. Shots fired in Times Square, New York City. Well, police say a fight broke out involving a large group of teens. A 17-year-old arrested. No injuries reported. America's listening to Fox News.
Just west of us in Laredo, investigation into that small jet crash at Laredo about 3 nights ago. They're now looking into the possibility of that jet running out of fuel. And if you think about it, I know you've seen some of the video. That sucker hit the highway and no massive explosion. So anyway, potentially may have run out of fuel, but that's the investigation continues. In the meantime, folks, friends, loved ones who knew the one victim of the crash saying that he was a giant in Texas high tech. He was a great human being.
50-year-old entrepreneur Joshua Bear was killed. He's described as a visionary leader who helped build Austin into a massive technology hub. As investigators look for answers, the tech community in Texas is mourning a profound loss. Bear was the CEO and founder of Capital Factory, an accelerator that launched hundreds of businesses. His LinkedIn proudly stated his life goal: I help people quit jobs and become entrepreneurs.
That's reporter Sophie Flay. This is the Valley's Morning News for Friday, And you know what that means every Friday at this time? It's movie mom Nell Minow. Should be a blockbuster, perhaps record-breaking performance at the box office, thanks to Toy Story 5. And you told us last week that you loved it, Mom. So maybe tell us a little bit of what you loved on Toy Story 5.
Well, let's talk about the Toy Story franchise. Every time they end one, I'm like, okay, that's the end of it. And yet somehow they keep coming back.
Yeah.
Remember in the first one, there was something in there really about the technology where, and the reason that, by the way, that the first one was about toys was that was the only thing that they could animate with computers. They couldn't do fur or hair or textures very much. So everything had to be shiny and plastic. And you remember that Woody was an old-fashioned toy, and then the more modern toy, Buzz, came in. And we're dealing with the same issue now, except this time Bonnie, the owner of the toys, who loves to play imaginatively with them, she's been given kind of an iPad called LilyPad, and she becomes obsessed with it. And she doesn't want to be imaginative anymore. She just wants to play with the pad. And it's about what happens then. It's so smart. It's so warm-hearted. It's so funny. And believe it or not, they meet a bunch of new characters, including a potty training toy played by Conan O'Brien. And he is just great. This year's Super Bowl superhero Bad Bunny is in for just one line, but he's great in it, playing a sunglass-wearing piece of pizza. You do need to stay through the credits for some extra scenes. And I just hope that Tim Allen and Tom Hanks and Joan Cusack and even Conan O'Brien, I hope they stay around forever. It's just wonderful.
Well, with AI and the way things are, they just they record their voice, their tenor, their personality. They could repeat it forever, I suppose. The way technology is today, right?
I'm sorry, this is an anti-technology movie. We don't want to go in that direction.
Yeah.
Actually, believe it or not, it's not completely anti-technology. It's really about childhood and imagination and making friends, and I just loved it. Okay.
Do we need to stay after the movie, Mom? End of credit scenes.
Yes,
okay.
Yes, you need to stay to the end. I already said that. You need to stay to the end of the
we
credits.
missed that one.
Okay.
Sorry. Yeah.
All right. The death at Robin Hood. It seems like, Hugh Jackman, he's always great, but it seems like it's Logan all over again with Wolverine, because it is a very sour look at one of the few enduring heroes in literature, Robin Hood. This Robin Hood is a very violent person. He's got a lot of regrets. It's a very violent movie. So yeah, we're not too crazy about it. All right. Now on streaming, are you a golf player by any chance?
No, I hate golf. With a passion.
Yeah, me
absolutely.
Too.
Yeah,
me too. Nevertheless, I still like this golf movie, Finnegan's Foursome. Now, this is not my family, but I know many families, they express the love for each other by insulting each other and being very competitive. That's this family. Two brothers played by the writer-director Edward Burns and one of his best friends in real life, the Tony Award-winning Broadway star, Brian Darcy James. They're brothers who go on a golf expedition with their adult children to Ireland to live out the wishes of their late father, who was a golf pro, and to distribute his ashes along the way. So gorgeous golf courses and a lot of bickering. I enjoyed it. A bittersweet love story, Voicemails for Isabel on Netflix, the SpongeBob movie, Search for SquarePants on Prime. And next week, I love this time of year. We have nothing but good stuff. Next week, we got Supergirl.
Hug it and kiss, Mom. Have a wonderful weekend. Movie mom Nell Minow every Friday on 710 KURV. So thumbs up on the